Hello, and welcome to the WBAP 820 570 KLIF Weather Podcast for April 18th. I'm Chief Meteorologist Brad Barton at the Cumulus Media Center in DFW. All in all, our weather should pretty much behave most of this week. We have a slight chance of some spotty showers overnight, Tuesday night and Wednesday morning. A couple of thunderstorms are possible here at midweek, a marginal risk, but that would be probably Wednesday afternoon if we get them at all. It's the weekend I'm more concerned about. There are indications we may have a more significant storm event in North Texas on the weekend, but before we get to that, let me tell you about something that you may want to attend this weekend. This coming Saturday at Argyle High School in Denton County, Congressman Michael Burgess is going to be holding his annual Emergency Preparedness Summit. It is free and open to the public. It's going to be hosted at Argyle High School, 6601 Canyon Falls in Argyle. Starts at 8 in the morning, runs through noon. I'm going to be up there with meteorologist Jennifer Dunn from the National Weather Service. She's in charge of coordinating all the local weather warnings in the area. We'll both make a few brief presentations, then take some of your questions about severe weather and also what to do when you hear a warning. Also, what are the best ways to receive warnings in this area? All those things are pretty important. But that, again, is going to be 8 to noon in Argyle this coming Saturday, and we sure hope to see you there. All right, let's get to the weather. We'll start with this morning's satellite loop, and what we see this morning is a deck of low clouds moving in from the northeast this morning on the cold front, moving in behind our latest cold front, basically. And these clouds will be with us for a while. I think they'll begin to break up this afternoon. Should qualify as a partly cloudy day, but it's going to be on the cool side of mild with a high only in the 70s. But there's no Gulf moisture working its way northward. Everything is moving here from north to south, and that's going to keep the Gulf moisture supply cut off for some time. I'll show you that. Here's our noon weather map for Monday. It shows the latest cold front now has moved clear on down into the Gulf. In fact, the only Gulf moisture return is going to start tomorrow up through Mexico and then into West Texas. They might actually have some much-needed showers and storms scattered around the Big Bend and far west Texas tomorrow. Otherwise, it's a mixed bag of rain and snow and ice from the Great Lakes eastward into upstate New York. Also a new storm system covering the Pacific Northwest and moving out into the northern plains. Now here are the three main 24-hour weather depiction maps. I think they're a little easier to see sometimes. You can see the storms in the northwest now moving in from Vancouver from the Pacific Northwest. Heavier rain on the shore and then snow moving inland, light snow moving in. And, of course, some heavy snow, even some lake effect snows in upstate New York and anywhere where the wind is working that lake effect snow machine. You can get some big snowfalls around the Great Lakes because they just haven't frozen yet. Okay, now we move on to Tuesday's weather map, as we're starting to see some of the rain and thunderstorms breaking out in the Midwest. Still some mixed precip along with some lake effect snows for upstate New York. Of course, the storm system continues to make progress eastward through Oregon into Nevada and Utah right now, mostly just with snow. That's on Tuesday. Okay, our North American model shows an upper-level impulse coming over the Midwest. Now, the bigger storm system, as you see, moves in there is near the Canadian North Dakota border, but this smaller storm system that makes kind of an F curve, or maybe an S curve, I guess you might want to say, gets right into the Midwest, and that could be enough to set off some widely scattered showers and storms. Let me go ahead and stop that for you. You can see where it's going to be. That's going to be noon Wednesday, where that particular storm system will lie. We will have picked up enough Gulf moisture by then across Texas to certainly be looking at the possibility of just a few, isolated strong to severe thunderstorms Wednesday afternoon and evening. And accordingly, the National Weather Service has put a marginal risk area over that area of North Texas, eastern Oklahoma, eastern Kansas, and a little bit of the Ozarks. So it's not a major outbreak, but once again, it's not a major storm system either. But that storm system this time of year could set off something that we'll have to watch pretty carefully. Now we're going to skip ahead to our next opportunity for severe weather, and that is Saturday. We have a full-blown storm system moving across the middle of the country. This is what we would call a full latitude trough in terms of it stretches from Canada all the way down to Mexico, has two surface lows, warm front, and a dry line trailing back from the Panhandle all the way down to the Big Bend country. So we'll have plenty of Gulf moisture by then. You can see a little red-hatched area in southeastern Kansas. That's going to be some strong to severe thunderstorm activity, some also up in Iowa again. And that's the Saturday weather map. We move on to Sunday, and it's also pretty significant. And you'll notice now the red-hatched area is right over the top of us. That can mean strong thunderstorms in North Texas Sunday afternoon. Those are the two time periods we're going to have to watch, Wednesday afternoon and Saturday afternoon. And we could see some strong thunderstorms during either of those times. And, of course, they'd be getting snow and all sorts of other inclement weather farther north. So that brings us to the forecast. So today looks pretty good. Sunny to partly cloudy, windy, and mild temperature anyway. 73 for the high, thanks to the northeast winds, 15 to 25 and gusty. Lows tonight, 50 to 54. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, windy, and warm. Again, a slight chance of some overnight showers and thunderstorms, but no big deal. 77 for the high tomorrow, Tuesday. 85 for the high on Wednesday after the rain's tapered off. And then we're going to be loading up on Gulf moisture Thursday and Friday with highs in the upper 80s, followed by a pretty decent chance of showers and storms Saturday and probably Sunday as well. Well, thanks again for joining us for the WBAP 820 570 KLIF Weather Podcast from the Cumulus Media Center in Dallas-Fort Worth. I'm meteorologist Brad Barton. Thanks again. Bye.